I'm Brianna Davis.
And I'm Kylie Widseth, and we're with the Wildcat Report. Sing Stations this Saturday in the Miller West Auditorium. It's from 7 a.m. to 10:30 p.m.
Adult tickets are $10 and students are $5, and 4 and under can get in for free. And I went last year. It was such a blast. I loved it.
I need to go this year.
You need to. You need to support them. I know WIG started off their season very well. 5th place at that competition at UNL, I think.
And last year, they also did really amazing, and Cain did a report on the wrap-up of 2012.
Hi, I'm Faith Cain with the Wildcat Report. The year 2012 has come and gone and has had its ups and downs. Luckily, we have made it through December 21st, unlike what the Mayans have predicted. We now take a look back and reflect on this past year.
My favorite part of 2012 was going to Mexico with my family and my best friend.
Well, my favorite part of 2012 was actually Butler Show Choir Showcase.
My favorite part of 2012 is high school. Since I'm a freshman, it was fun to come to a new school.
My favorite part of 2012 was probably New Year's because it started 2013.
My favorite part of 2012 was my healthy, happy family.
I have a lot of favorite parts about 2012. I biked up Mount Evans, it was 14,000 feet, and we biked down.
My favorite part of 2012 was the Olympic trials, being here in Omaha and attending and seeing some swimmers I knew perform at the meet. So that's pretty cool.
It's the end of the world as we know.
Yeah, my favorite part of 2012,
I lived again.
My favorite part of 2012 was the fact that the Mayans were wrong and we didn't die.
My favorite part about 2012 was the world not ending. It was supposed to happen, but it didn't.
My favorite part about 2012 was nothing.
My favorite part of 2012 was probably going to Adventureland with my best friend and her family for 2 whole days. And I rode my first roller coaster.
My favorite part about 2012 is when I went on the band trip during Thanksgiving break, and we went to Philadelphia, New York. And
my favorite part of 2012 was Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. Oppan Gangnam Style.
My favorite part of 2012 was hanging out with my friends.
My favorite part of 2012 was definitely watching the Olympics for gymnastics.
My favorite part of 2012 was the movie Pitch Perfect.
My favorite part of 2012 was going on a trip to Bosnia.
My favorite part of 2012 was my daughter being born this summer.
2012 has brought many memories, from Obama being re-elected to the music video Gangnam Style becoming the #1 most watched video on YouTube of all time. I'm Faith Cain, and this is the Wildcat Report.
Thank you, Faith. Kylie, what was your favorite part about 2012?
My favorite part of 2012 was going to see Michelle Obama speak at the Quest Center.
That was so much fun. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime deal.
Yeah.
My favorite part was probably either the world not ending or meeting all the amazing people in my life. There was a lacrosse meeting on January 17th at 7 p.m. in the lecture hall.
And it's a final team meeting, so if you want to join the team, you should probably go to that meeting.
You need to go.
And speaking of sports, Connor and Baylee have a report on 30 seconds of sports.
Hi, I'm Baylee.
I'm Connor.
This is Sports in 30 Seconds. First off, our girls basketball team is off to a 10-3 start, and the guys team is 8-4.
The NHL lockout is finally coming to an end.
And the NFL playoffs are underway, so if you have a favorite team, go check them out. It's getting close to the Super Bowl.
And Alabama beat Notre Dame in the national championship game 42-14.
This Thursday, there's an Adults vs. Students Improv Extravaganza in the Miller West Auditorium, and tickets are $5, and this starts at 7 p.m.
Exactly. It's a fundraiser for the drama department, so that's always good. And don't miss out on this hilarious and fun event to see the staff members and students make
total themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
The one time you can see them make fun of themselves, but it's okay.
Exactly. And we have a new segment called Spotlight Teacher, and it's happening once a month, and this month, Mrs. Squires was chosen, so congratulations to her. And let's go to Austin and Baylee with that segment.
I'm infamous for research methods. I should probably tell you that I've tortured many students over the years, and I'm loving that still daily, on a daily basis.
Mrs. Squires has been a teacher at Millard West since 1995. Along with the infamous research methods, she has also taught English 9, 10, global perspectives, and contemporary literature.
I first met Mrs. Squires
when I was a junior in high school in World Lit class, and my first impression was that she was a little quirky and silly and had a great sense of humor.
In Mrs. Squires' teaching career, she has taught 15 teachers that are currently employed at Millard West, including Miss Langer. All of them remember her for her odd personality and her funny sense of humor.
Her sense of humor and her great smile. She does a great job of brightening the mood and makes my day happier every time I see her.
I had Mrs. Squires last year in study hall, so not really in class, but I talk to her every day. She knows my family. She's pretty funny.
Baby got ballet feet with the open boot. Baby got ballet feet with the open boot.
Although her dance moves are impressive, later classes will not be able to enjoy them because after 42 years, the Queen Mrs. Squires is retiring.
She has a wealth of experience that she does a great job of sharing with everybody that she works with that helps to balance their workload and keep positive when things are getting a little stressful.
Looking back at her career, even Mrs. Squires' greatest accomplishment is filled with jokes.
I've thought about this long and hard. And really my biggest teaching accomplishment, and I'm sure some other teachers would agree with me, but I had this kid in 2 classes, and I made it through 2 classes with him. And his name was Austin W. I won't even tell you his last name. But if I can make it through 2 classes, I'm pretty proud of myself. 2 classes with Austin W. So he's someone I'll never forget.
What made you want to retire now?
The same answer applies for that. That would be Austin W. Austin, I love you, but I'm going. I'm leaving.
Love you too, Mrs. Squires. You'll be greatly missed next year. I'm Austin Walenz. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Austin and Baylee. And make sure if you see Mrs. Squires, you congratulate her for her hard work and dedication to her students.
And this Thursday, January 17th, there is a softball meeting regarding off-season workouts.
It's at 7:05 in the lecture hall, so hopefully if you're interested, you can attend.
And speaking of sports, the varsity boys basketball team is doing very well this season.
I know, there's huge crowds, and I know last game they had like huge blow-up heads of their faces. I saw it on Instagram. It was cool.
And another team that's been overshadowed is the non-varsity boys basketball team, and they've also been doing really well.
Exactly. So let's go to Kate McGinn with a story on that.
I'm Kate McGinn with the Wildcat Report. The varsity athletes seem to take center stage at Millard West, but the non-varsity boys basketball teams have seen success this season. The reserve team has seen an 8-1 record.
Season's pretty good. The one game we lost to was Central, and that was only by 1.
Didn't play very well, and then made a big comeback, and then just fell short at the end.
The game came down to like the last second, and we were down by a few, and their team dunked on us.
The JV team has not had as many wins as reserve, but still has seen success.
I think we've lost 5 games, but all of them have been pretty close, and probably should have won a couple of them that we didn't, but it's all right. Can't win every one.
Both the reserve and JV teams practice almost every day each week, including Saturdays.
Our practices, we just go over plays, do some drills, and then scrimmage, and then we go home.
We practice with the freshmen most of the time. We're combined in the same gym, and then the JV and varsity are in a separate gym. And occasionally we also get mixed in with them, so we're a little bit nomadic.
Most likely, we go in, we have a warm-up, normally 3-man weave drill, and then we always get into running our plays, and then we normally end with a scrimmaging of the varsity or some other team.
Many of the reserve players have the potential to eventually play at the varsity level.
We really have a really balanced team overall. I mean, we get a lot of contributions out of a lot of different kids. We have 3 or 4 pretty good inside players, and we have some height. And then we have a really good set of guards also that they all play. I have 12 guys on my team, and they all get a lot of playing time.
Much of the school's attention to basketball focused on the varsity teams. Some non-varsity players crave more attention, but others don't mind.
I think the non-varsity teams are definitely not recognized like the varsity is.
Well, like student-wise, we're kind of overshadowed by everybody because we don't like draw a crowd to watch our games. But then like coaches though, all the upper coaches will come watch us play, so it kind of evens out.
I think that players individually, we get good enough recognition and stuff, and I don't think at like the freshman level they get enough recognition, but I think throughout the program they do.
I don't know that they get enough recognition, but then again, the main purpose for those teams is to develop kids that can eventually help the varsity, and we feel like we have some of those kids.
Whether or not varsity teams attract more attention, the JV and reserve boys basketball teams have seen a great season so far. The next game is Tuesday against Omaha Northwest. Now back to you guys.
That's all we have for you this week, Wildcats. This has been Kylie, Widseth,
and Brianna Davis with the Wildcat Report.